But we are going to get through... We're going to at very least get through Act 1 today. I wanted to get through Act 1 and Act 2. But there are no guarantees that it will actually cooperate. But yeah, I am locally recording this one. I just decided to, for like my own mental sake. So hopefully it'll actually be fine on there. Hopefully there's not too much of me complaining about it on there either. I'm trying to not do that the entire time, but at the same time, it is definitely irritating. It is something I should mention. So we will be uploading it onto the Let's Play channel as well for this one. I know we didn't do it with the first 3 characters. That's because I wasn't recording at the same time, because I kept forgetting to record, but we'll do it with this one. It feels like I'm back on that dial-up, but I played Diablo 2 on dial-up before, so it doesn't piss me off that much. What's stupid is my connection to the game is not that terrible. So I don't know what it is. Do I make tutorial videos? Yes. I've also done Let's Plays and all that kind of stuff as well. But the Let's Plays on this channel are hidden to an extent, so apologies for that if you were looking for them. They still have their playlists up. If you go look through the playlist, you can find Let's Plays for various games on there. But I have a separate Let's Play channel now, so it is just pretty much tutorials on here. Did you get kicked off of AOL? What's funny is I used to have a ton of those AOL floppy disks. Not even the full-on CDs. I had floppy disks. So am I going to bug the mercenary? Probably not. I mean, I could. We have already gotten through jail. But I'm not going to keep her long enough to really worry about bugging her. So let's see. How are we looking on potion side? Pretty good. And yeah, having 4 rows of potion this early is very nice. We make guide videos and we also make completely horsing around videos too. As in, I made a staff sorceress that does melee as an entire video. Some people hated that video, which kind of cracks me up. It's like, this is an expensive build. It's actually less expensive than some of the other builds. I don't think most people realize that the Breath of the Dying sorceress that the Breath of the Dying sorceress we did for that video is cheaper to equip than the Tesla did. So,
this place.
And I like Trapson. I have not done an updated video on Trapson. I did an old video on Trapson. I'm not super happy with it. So dexterity, skill choice. You're level 11. Let's go ahead and just keep doing magic arrow to get it down in cost to a reasonable level. A reasonable roar. And yes, I'm killing these for XP, by the way. Not for anything special. There we go. Murder for hire. Yeah, 2 times dream is living the dream. Yeah, the dual dream setup is way more expensive than Dream plus Breath of the Dying. Breath of the Dying you can get for less than the cost of a single dream. So. And yeah, Tal Rune is a really good rune. That adds a decent amount of poison damage. Generally with poison damage you want long duration though. Unless you are doing very specific builds, which we'll cover in... I'm currently doing the outline for a video on poison, but I'm going to want to do it in a little bit more detail, and I do want to probably do it around some builds before I make the actual video for it. Because it's not super complicated. is just daunting to look at, basically, is how poison works. It's a very big pile of numbers that mean very little. The more important thing is knowing how different bits of poison interact. Is real money trading active? It's not endorsed by the game. And I'm going to say right now, I have multiple times been offered money to promote one of them that you actually see fairly frequently on... Actually, I've been approached by a few of them, but one of them has been particularly persistent to do a advertisement for them. And I am really not sure how to respond to them in a polite way. Because that's basically like saying, oh, we'll give you... And yes, it was a reasonably large chunk of change that they were offering me, too. It was enough for me to be like, well, damn. But at the same time, it would also basically be sacrificing my entire channel for a real quick payoff of a couple $1,000s. And that's not worth it to me. This channel is relatively old, and I have spent a long time building a community, and you guys are awesome, and I don't want to sacrifice that just for a couple $1,000s. I feel like I would have to like preface it with something that would basically negate the ability to collect on the contract that they were offering. Because I don't use real money trading. I don't trade hardly at all to begin with, much less for real money. Had one offer me to have items to be like free giveaways to people, ones to actually cover my guides on their website. And it's like, I don't really feel super comfortable with that. Because I can't in good conscience promote a real money trading house on D2. Yep, one of them offered $1,000, one of them offered a few $100s, another one offered to cover guides. There's 4 sites that I know of. I haven't checked my email in the past week, so I don't know if more have like come in, but I don't have anything against the people running them. If they want to run them, that's more power to them. A lot of them are out for just a quick buck, though, which I feel would be like predatory to promote, and also it's against terms of service for the game, so they could easily shut my channel down for covering them. So it's kind of like, is it worth the risk? No. They do them. I'm not going to do it. I do know that another big channel, another big Diablo 2 channel, actually had a contract with them for a while. I'm not going to name names. But, yeah, it made me lose a little bit of respect for somebody I thought I had some respect for. So. Drink the mana potion, then, that I just told you to drink. And there... Oh, it's a boss. That's why. It's like, why is that stuff not taking it down very quickly? That's because it's a boss. Sorry, I'm concentrating on killing these shamans real quick, and then I will check chat again. I do read chat. It just takes a minute. There we go. We're slowly hitting that one. And this should be the last one. Oh, it's a big business in all of them. Demand 2 times dream from them? No, with the money they were offering, I could buy, like, a count's worth of dreams. But yeah, it's not worth giving up the channel or you guys' respect for $1,000 or even several $1,000s. The people that count on here, I value way higher than that. So... And I'm gonna be honest, after no longer having a job, it kind of is like, that did make me pause for a minute, but then I was like, no. I'm not gonna lie about that one. It does make you pause for a minute whenever people offer you like That would be life-changing amounts of money per month for me. But it's not worth it. It's more like paying you to give up something that you have spent years building up. Would you give up your house for $1,000 a month? No. Would you give up your passion for $1,000? No. I think it's a different equation for me than it is for them. For me, it's more about the community than the game. I don't have a loyalty to Blizzard. I don't have a loyalty to Diablo 2. I have a loyalty to the community, and I happen to enjoy this game. That's how I approach it. But I guarantee you, if we went out into general chat, you'd actually see their links in there. Because they do pay for bots, too. So let's go ahead. We are level 12, so that means we can start getting these. Let's go ahead and get a Void. Get some more decks. We need to get up to 55 decks, I believe. Which is 3 levels. Put us at 15. Yeah, and each level up we get a lot more attack rating. So I'm going to go ahead and just leave that discussion on the side. I feel like I've ranted about that enough. I have more honor. I can make honor. It just requires a 5-socket weapon. We already got the waypoint, I think. Now, personally, if like a site like Maxroll approached me and wanted to give me like $50 a month to write like a guide a month, I would be perfectly fine like that. That would be a fair trade for me. I would 100% promote them because that's something that contributes. And it's not against terms of service either. And it doesn't hurt anybody's ability to enjoy the game. But yeah, real money trading, not so much. What's the end goal for the Amazon? Hybrid bow... Well, technically, hybrid crossbow javelin. We are currently in normal difficulty, though. So, we've got a ways to go on that one. And I forgot to check if I got the waypoint. It's fine. I can get it off screen if I didn't get it on screen. And I don't want to fight those guys. Those guys are irritating. I'm going to go this way. Leave me alone! Oh, there is nothing this way. Well, I am going to fight these guys. They are breaking tether like crazy. Oh, never mind. This guy just happens to chase after me fairly effectively. I'm actually doing fairly good on the mana end, too. Hi, guy. He just pops out. Is like, nah, you don't get to do anything to me. But yeah, our goal is we're going to be doing multi-shot with Bariza and a lightning javelin, melee lightning javelin with the Wraith, because we don't have any Titans or anything like that we found, but we did find those others on the characters before this, so we can use them. But generally speaking, you can go through the game with minimal or no farming. So it's not really like it's hard to get the gear that you need to beat the game. So there we go. Sorry, I'm slowly chipping through these little buddies. Go. Nice. Go and drink one. Grab that. So we've got a lot of the floor left. Next few levels are going to be into Magic Arrow just to get this rounded off. So I have a regular left click I can use without using any mana or arrows. That is at least my goal right now. Are we going to get this before Andariel? No, because Andariel is literally right here. So we are going to be chugging mana potions like a mad person. But as you can see, we're actually not doing bad against them. Even only level 12. It's basically an inversion of a different build. There is another build that uses that's an elemental arrow combined with... Hey, let's go ahead and take these guys out real quick before I get too mentally into that. But yeah, there is one that uses poison javelins and a few other things as well. Poison javelins being very low investment compared to lightning, but also a lot weaker. Can you... What the fuck? Oh, it's the ghostly bastard, and I'm clicking outside because it doesn't like me clicking there. There we go. What's the rarest? Okay, why is the rarest rune only gives indestructible trait? Why is it the most valuable upgrade whenever you can just repair the weapon? Ethereal items. And it's not really the most valuable item. The most valuable runes are a little bit lower than Zod. Zod is generally worth like a fraction of a jaw or anything like that. Cold damage and slow damage is not the... they are... That's kind of a complicated question. Okay, there is chill resistance, and then there is cold resistance, and there is slow. It's a layered thing. Basically, Holy Freeze is different from chill, to try and make it simple. But as far as like cold damage, cold resistance actually does reduce the length of chill from cold damage. It's a complicated nonsense mess, as are a number of things in Diablo 2. Bear and Jaw are very valuable, yes. So is Ohm. Makes you sad you got a Zod off Pindle, but want an Enigma? Yeah, you can't trade in a Zod for an Enigma, unfortunately. You can make a Breath of Dying with it, though. Breath of Dying is actually a really good weapon that is a lot less expensive than people think, as far as trading goes. Is there a way to change the stream playlist to go from the start character to the finish? Actually, I can go do that real quick. Streams playlist. Sort. There we go. If you refresh it, it should go from oldest to newest. But it also has, like, the beta streams on there as well, which I need to sort out and stuff. I thought it was all ready to set to that, but apparently it was not. Highest rune I've gotten is actually a low as well, if that's any consolation, Crow. Isn't Grief better than Breath of the Dying? Grief is more consistently better than Breath of the Dying. There are situations where Breath of the Dying is better, but usually those are not mainline builds. Grief is better in most of your mainline builds. Speaking of which, I'm still needing to get a 5-socket, a Phase, a Blade. You're welcome. Just tell me if it works, by the way, because I'm not positive if it kind of stuck or not. But if it doesn't work, I can refresh it after the stream and double check that it actually stuck. Sometimes it doesn't stick. It's YouTube.